Hello, I'm Dr. Clancy McKenzie, founder and director of the Alternative American Psychiatric Association, providing an alternative approach to understanding and to treating serious mental and emotional disorders. As founder of the Alternative APA, I have studied these disorders for 45 years and have gained a different understanding of them. Nearly the entire field has been misled by an undetected scientific error, an error which is backed by countless billions of research dollars, searching for biological cause and cure. The pharmaceutical industry has correctly identified biological change, but they failed to make the distinction whether that biological change is a cause or the result of the disease process. This is an egregious scientific error. How could any scientist not even search to see if his finding is a cause or the result of a problem? That error has been very costly in more ways than one. According to Dr. Grace Jackson, MD, antipsychotic medications shorten the lifespan by 25 years. And instead of 5% of the patient population developing Alzheimer's, it is between 50 and 85% for those using neuroleptics. And among those with depression who are using SSRI antidepressants, there are 3 to 4 times as many committing suicide. A note of caution. While these drugs are harmful, withdrawal must be very gradual and under careful supervision of an expert. At the Alternative APA, our approach focuses on the early origins of these disorders, which we have identified as delayed post-traumatic stress disorders that result from identifiable separation traumas as experienced by the infant in the first 34 months of life. More overwhelming than war trauma to a soldier is separation from mother to a baby, because for as long as mammals populated the earth, separation from mother has meant death. That doesn't mean the mother intentionally did something wrong. These usually are natural events that people do not recognize as being potentially harmful, such as birth of a sibling. The actual origin of these disorders is so simple that even a young child can understand it. And once you understand origin, the protocol for healing becomes obvious. We also offer 3 levels of prevention: prevention of origin during infancy, prevention of a first psychotic or major depressive episode, and prevention of a recurrence after an initial recovery. With post-traumatic stress disorder from war, the combat veteran might hear a sharp, loud noise and believe he is back in battle once more. In his actions, chemistry and reality shift back to that of the earlier time. The shift back to infancy is caused by a separation in the present from some other most important person, usually during adolescence, when a first romance fails. It takes a person right back to the separation from mother trauma. It is a partial return to the entire earlier gestalt, the earlier mind, brain, reality, feelings, behavior, chemistry, physiology, body movements, level of affective expression, and anatomic sites in the brain that were active and developing at the precise time of the original trauma. These are earlier developmental brain structures, the ones that produce different neurotransmitters, and when reactivated, they produce more. A corresponding shift away from the later developmental brain structures results in disuse atrophy, as would occur in any other part of the body that becomes less active. Thus, the anatomical and biochemical changes can be detected, but these are the result and not the cause of the disease process. We have proven this clinically and mathematically to very high levels of statistical significance, and confirmed it neuroanatomically. Our approach is so straightforward that you likely will learn in a very brief period of time the origin, mechanism, treatment, and prevention of even the most serious disorders. This probably will become obvious to you, and you might even understand how to overcome them all by yourself with the alternative means we provide. The program dream, for example, will guide you in defining what to do to begin your path to recovery. In 45 years of having all my patients, friends, and relatives program their dreams, I have not known a single person to receive a wrong answer. Thus, I conclude the answers are coming from a higher source. And this did not depend on there being one religion or another. That made no difference. With a program dream, you can connect to that higher source and find the answers you need for healing any night at will. The program dream helps with psychotic and non-psychotic disorders. One woman, for example, came in crying. She had developed panic attacks that caused her to hyperventilate, and she could not even go out to dinner with her husband. I said, no problem, I'll write the dream. I wrote, I will have a dream about the panic attacks, and the dream itself will cure them. The next month she returned with tears of joy. I had the dream, she exclaimed, and I woke up shouting, I can breathe, I can breathe. I'm not afraid to go anywhere now. We also use the program dream to help people resolve various life crises, including marital conflicts, motherhood and parenting problems, medical or surgical problems, financial challenges, and loss and grief. So the dream approach is a very important modality. Correct understanding of these disorders is just as important. In cases of psychosis, non-psychotic depression, or addiction, the patient partially has shifted into infant or toddler mind-brain reality, and any interaction with original nuclear family is in a parent-to-infant relationship and keeps the person locked into the infant mind and brain. But with correct understanding and total separation for a period of time, the patient is able to return from the infant back to the adult mind-brain reality, and the whole psychotic process can simply disappear. Below you will find a complete list of problems that we can help you resolve without costly, prolonged years of psychotherapy, without toxic pharmaceuticals, and without stigmatizing mental illness labels. To access more information regarding your particular concern, you can click on the pertinent links below. Thank you for taking the time to listen, and God bless you.